Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. And guys, the following clips from one of my live streams, and please remember that I go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, come and join the lives. We laugh, we cry, we laugh until we cry. And we'll get to this clip, but before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 50304s that is linked in the description. Join my Discord, check out the playlist at the end. I'm offering memberships now, so guys, hit the join button or the link in the description because memberships really help the channel out. And let's get into this. Let's break some news.
Well, some economists are defining the current jobs market as, quote, full employment, which refers to when most of those willing and able to work are employed. That headline can be misleading. There are still certain groups of people finding it particularly hard to find a job in the U.S. Among them, women over 50.
Look at that.
She's reached out to all of her professional contacts, applied for numerous jobs, but has had difficulty nailing down job interviews. This baffles her.
It was something that I still.
First
Looks
of all,
like
guys,
winter's here, ho.
yeah, guys, but who would want a female financial planner anyways? Seriously? You know what I mean?
Figure out and understand. Like, wait, I know I'm good at what I do. I know I'm really good at what I do.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
So how come I can't take this beautiful, massive CV and put it to somebody's great use? I don't know. It's a puzzle.
Make your own business or work for yourself.
Guys, look
No.
at the beast in her eyes, dude.
Oh my God.
There's a reason why she's wearing this scarf to hide the ligature marks. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a puzzle.
Sauls is not alone. Women in her age bracket, over 50, face bigger hurdles finding work today than they did before the 2008 financial crisis.
There was one more. There you go. What is this?
Unemployment during the pandemic has affected millions of Americans, but some age groups are hit harder than others. The older an out-of-work employee is, the longer that individual is likely to remain unemployed. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Hiller explains how older women are particularly hard hit.
Cooked.
Restaurants, retail, and hospitality. Three industries hit particularly hard during the pandemic. Many of the workers who held jobs in those industries are women.
For women 55 and older, their unemployment rate has more than doubled since February pre-pandemic. So that's, devastating.
Not only devastating for the here and now, but also for what are supposed to be the golden years when older women retire. So what does an unemployed woman in this demographic do? One option is a job.
We all know what some of them are doing now, right?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside home.
Job change.
This is a great time to think about reskilling or upskilling.
We do have funding in some cases to help individuals who have lost a job if they want to get training.
And do you think any of this funding is available to guys?
Nope.
Right? Nope.
Things were going along, I thought, pretty well. And in July, my boss called me and said, I have to deliver really bad news. I feel so bad about this. This has nothing to do with your performance, but our business is not picking up like it needs to be. And at the time, there were 8 of us throughout the country, and he let 3 people go.
Yeah!
And I was one of them because I was one of the newer people. So that was in last July. My name is Kay Kuzi Eliason, and I'm 54 years old. And I've been in the wine industry in various forms for my since I got out of college. And I was able to get a job at one of the few wine stores in Eugene, Oregon. I worked there for about 5 years and became the actual wine buyer. And then after that, I started working in the wholesale side of wine. I did have a job in the wine business where I was national sales manager for an Oregon winery, and I traveled all over the country. That's what we had talked about earlier. So I was in charge of the entire country, the UK and Canada. I was working for a very small importer that imported Italian brands, and they were a very new company, now they're just 3 years old. It was slow going because there is a big glut of wine in the world, so a lot of people in the wholesale side already have plenty of wine in their portfolio. It was actually an ideal job for me. Unfortunately, their business just wasn't going strong enough. He did say that if things picked up, he would certainly rehire me, but it's now been since July and their business still is on the brink, kind of teetering. So we're seeing in the wine industry, people still are buying.
Part of this is her fault. She's not a closer. She should have been helping to make more deals.
Exactly.
It's only 8 people in the company. You have to make more deals. Like, you're in the wine sales.
Yep.
Part of that, like, she's playing the victim, but that's what I was saying before. She's in a small business, so it's not like her own business. But you have to go out and sell and be hungry. This is what I was saying. Women just want everything to like come to them. So she's not really as much of a victim as you might, she did lose her job, but also too, like, I'm sure there was warning signs like, we're only making like 6%. We need to step it up.
Yep.
Sell more. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you 8 people, all 8 have to be able to sell if it's getting bad.
Look, guys, this was years ago too. But look at this, guys. Watch.
Issue that's yet to figure in the run-up to the next election is the growth in homelessness. Rising rents and family breakdowns are to blame, and it's affecting more and more older women. For the first time, women over the age of 45 outnumber older men at government-funded shelters.
This is what they voted for, guys. This is what they voted for. Guys, I want you to put an S for surprised or an NS for not surprised. Snowboard, are you surprised by this?
No.
They're cooked, guys. They're cooked. They would rather do this than actually cooperate with a man, put a hot dog on a plate, and shut up. Isn't that sad? Yeah. Razor says not surprised. Guys, make sure to hit the like button on the way in, guys.
Advocates say it's a hidden crisis. The identities of the women interviewed for this story have been kept confidential.
It's an ordinary house in an ordinary suburb, but it's a house of hope for Elizabeth, who turned to this refuge because she had nowhere else to go.
There's a fine line between having a roof over your head and having nothing.
The 62-year-old was a professional who lost her job, then her home, during the global financial crisis. She moved in with friends but became homeless when they had to relocate interstate.
Imagine being so insufferable that your friends don't want you around.
It's a situation with the ladies of a special age group, particularly 55 plus.
I'm totally screwed, Governor.
Foster's Australian for Lee.
Us, there is nowhere.
More divorces, higher rents and the economic downturn have driven up the number of homeless older women. The latest government figures show women over 45 make up 9% of clients in crisis accommodation. That's higher than the rate for men in the same age group, although more older men are homeless.
We're seeing a wave of ageing single women entering the homelessness.
Look at this broad right here.
Wow.
Look at this.
Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians. Lesbians. Lesbian. Lesbians.
Ellen DeGeneres.
With we've got to say, very few policies or plans to meet the need.
Why should we, guys? Why should we waste our tax dollars? They chose to be out here, right? They chose to be. They want to make decisions that have no negative consequences at all. What an absolute joke.
Domestic violence is a major reason why older women become homeless.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah, what?
37-year-old Kelly says she was abused by her ex-husband, then by her boyfriend who kicked her out.
Gee, seems like you have bad decision-making skills when it comes to women, you dunderhead.
I got to Central and bought a cup of coffee. That's the only money I had. I felt totally destitute.
52-year-old Melissa says she escaped a violent marriage.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on, dude.
He treated me like a dog. Yes, he really treated me like a dog.
This refuge has just 10 beds and is the only one for older women in New South Wales. The manager says referrals have jumped in the past year but it gets no government funding.
We need a lot more housing. The refuges are really great, and if we had some more of this, business is really where they're going to heal.
There's not enough places like this because so many women are being abused and they really have nowhere to go.
That's because becoming homeless can happen to anyone. Sue Lennon, ABC News.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Guys, this is what they voted for.